Hey there, it's Professor Gruhn. We're back. And I think this is going to be called Step 6 in making brownies. Um, some of you who have already changed the INC folder to the View folder to View noticed probably a couple of things, and you ended up having to do a little more work than I had realized. But you're going to get mad at me because I just found a really nice, easy way in NetBeans to do something. Some changes and replaces. So here we are in our local host, and I'm going to go to the PPP folder, and maybe to some of you these errors may look kind of familiar, and you may be familiar with these and ended up having to do a lot of work and fixing one after the other. What we had talked about in a couple of communications was I have a folder here called PPP old, and we were using this INC folder, and we had our config INC, footer INC, header INC, head tags, and menu tags INC. And we were doing that as concludes. But the book was teaching us MVC, Model View Controller, and I said, well, let's go with that naming convention to help kind of get us into that way of thinking. So I now have this PPP folder, and you can see I created a model folder, and I have a database PHP, a pets DB, and a pet type DB. And quite honestly, all I did on those was copy the files from Chapter 5 Solutions model folder and renamed category to pet type and renamed products to pets, and then we'll make the changes from there. So these three files are just copied and pasted from the Chapter 5 Solutions, and then we can just edit them from there. This errors folder, the database error and the error PHP, again, I copied them from the folder from Solution 5, and we'll edit those when we need them. So that's the errors folder, that's the model folder. The view folder are the PHP files from our includes folder. I did not copy anything over from there. But now what happens is when we actually ran, oops, not that. When we actually go to the PPP file, we end up getting a lot of errors. And what I found was that I forgot about the subfolder INC. We had changed the .inc to .php, but I forgot about that. And there's a lot of references to this. So here's some magic. Let's go to NetBeans. So we've got NetBeans open, and all I have open right now is the PPP project. So with NetBeans, I'm going to go Edit, and then I'm going to say Replace in Projects. So everybody's used to doing a find and replace for a single document, but Replace in Projects. Now what I want to do is I want to find the text INC/, and I want to replace it with view/, and I want to do it in the current PPP project. So then at that point, I'm saying in the whole project, find everything that looks like that and change it into this for this current project. And notice also you can actually choose another project. You can say all the projects that happen to be open right now. You can find a project. So we're going to choose the current project, and we're going to hit continue. Then what happens here is it says I found 66 times I found that /inc. Do you want me to do it? And if you wanted to, you could unclick a couple of these and click it back. So I unclick, now it turns to 65. I click this back. So now what I do is I hit replace 66 matches, Now they're all replaced and saved across the project. I come back to my page, I hit refresh, and everything's working. So definitely a nice feature for our NetBeans IDE. Okay, the other thing, this blog page that's built into it, we're not going to be doing anything with it. It really is a good model that if you had a database table and with that database table you had this type of blog content in it, that you could take that blog content and you could then fit it into this structure with some PHP, loop over the records and display it this way. So this blog actually is a nice template, or maybe you could use an RSS feed from an existing blog that you might have on some other site. But we don't really need this as a part of our strategy for our website. So what we're going to do is in NetBeans, we're going to go to our, now it's all in our view. We're going to go to our menu. And what I would like you to do is take this blog link right here, Control X, copy it out, and then just add that, say right here we have single blog post, add it right there under single blog post. And this is to our pages section here. And then save that. Come back to Paul's Pet Palace. And then notice blogs has gone away, but now it's actually listed in this pages link here. And remember, we kept this pages link only for one purpose, and that purpose was that we didn't want to lose these, and we wanted to maybe reference these to go back. And what's interesting here is these other ones are, you got to really make that wide, I think. Yeah, you got to really make it wide to get to the portfolio. But we don't want to lose these. But when we actually go live with this, what we will do is comment it out there, and then there, save that, and then when you refresh the page, that pages link is gone. So that way it's still in the code and available to us, and we don't lose it, but we can turn it on or off as we seem fit. Okay, I just turned it back on. And let's make sure I've saved it. I did. Refresh the page, and our pages is there. Gallery should be working fine. We have our sample gallery and our FAQs. Our FAQs are working fine. Our pets link, cats, dogs, and birds, that is currently there are no pages for that, and that's fine. But what we're going to be building, we're going to be building something soon on that. But what I'd like to do first is this